Hello 703 mathematicians, Mr. Herman here, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an update about how people are traveling so far with remote learning and with the topics that we've so far looked into. This video will have a few shout outs to those people that performed really well in the previous topic of geometric reasoning, and also some tips and tricks to approach your next post-tests for the next topic of statistics. So first off, some shout outs to those people who did really well. I've got a list right here next to me. So shout out these people, these two people here. These two people approached their post-tests for geometric reasoning at a higher than expected level and got some really good percentage scores from it. Those people here, that goes to Zara and Louise. So well done guys for doing a higher than expected level. The tests for the higher expected level are actually quite trickier because you're learning different skills and having to approach questions from a year or year levels above. So this could reach up to the end of year 9 even, some of the trickier questions. So well done to you two, kudos. Shout out for the biggest percentage jump from pre-test to post-test. Shout out goes to Jaden, who got a 44% increase from his pre-test to his post-test. But the biggest one for this is Gabby. She got a 61% jump from pre-test to post-test. So well done to Jaden and Gabby. Really good to see that advanced jump from pre-test to post-test. Now the highest mark at the expected level. So for those who did the expected level, so excluding Zara and Louise, the person who got the highest mark for geometric reasoning, this goes out to Kobe. Well done, Kobe. Got the highest mark of 94% for his post-test. He sent me a picture via email of his work desk that showed all the different types of formulas to use, all pasted along the wall or window. And it's really good because you have every right to do this if you want, guys, when you approach not only your post-test, your pre-test, but your skills as well. Having that information there readily available, you're completely fine to do that, because when we're in school, you can use your book as a reference guide. So Kobe sent me that picture and it was really awesome to see that. And because of those resources there, I can only assume that 94% was helped to that. So well done, Kobe. Really good score to see 94%. And the last shout out goes for the two people who got the most trophies from the worksheets for geometric reasoning. This goes out to Kelsey and Annabelle, who both got 7 trophies for that topic. So really good amount. Trophies mean you get a high percentage within your worksheet, and you hit all the 4 different criteria. I don't know them off by heart, but in saying that, 7 trophies, really good feat to see that. So those people, I got a shout out, well done. When we go back to school, not too sure when the date is. I know an official date has been provided, but I'm still not going to put that in concrete just yet. But when we do go back to school, I've got a little treat for you guys. So awesome to see that. Now, your approach to your next post-test topic rather, which is the chance topic in the statistics strand. That's always a tongue twister to say. I want to show you guys some tips and tricks of how to access that. Now you can thank and another shout out to Kobe for his approach in putting all the notes out. But I'm just going to quickly minimize this. Before I get to your tips and tricks rather, I want to make sure that you guys actually know that I am providing videos for you guys to watch in regards to this topic. Now I didn't do it in the previous topic, geometric reasoning, but I am doing it for the chance topic. So to find my channel, Taz Herman, you can just type in Taz Herman into the search bar in youtube.com. And in here, I've got different playlists that you can see here. I've got some year 11s, year 11 VCAL, year 10. And when you get to here, you'll see a year 7 chance topic. Now this is the topic that we're currently working on. And over here are the videos of what this skill is. And you can see that in the thumbnail, this skill is listing chance, outcomes, and their probabilities. If you had that skill to do within your worksheets for Essential Assessment, you'll go ahead and watch that video, look at the few examples, and then approach that worksheet, okay? I only did videos for the expected range, so within up to year 7 range, okay? If you're doing skills beyond that, I haven't created video content for that simply because of time. I wish I had the ability of making those videos, but as you can see, I make quite a few videos for my other classes as well, okay? So if I had more time for this, I would create more videos in the beyond level. And there's only a select few that work on the higher than expected level. So in that case, they will just talk to me separately on Microsoft Teams for the chat. But in saying this, make sure that you check which skill you need to do on your worksheet and then watch the required skill via that video. And when you click on that video, it will show you some examples. That's me talking in the background, okay? Watch the full thing and then approach the actual worksheets itself. And you can see in the recommended videos, I've got some City Skylines, which is the game I've been playing during my downtime, very rare downtime. All right, the last thing I want to show you is the actual Essential Assessment test itself. So some tips and tricks in regards to this is when you go into your statistics and probability chance topic. So for this person, Billy Z. Thornton, or Billy Bob Z. Thornton, it's really good to review your questions, okay? And you can see which skills that you've already learned and which skills, I'm just gonna move myself here, and which skills you need to learn next. These skills that you need to learn next, these are the worksheets or the skills that have been provided to you into your, or before your post-test. So after your pre-test and before your post-test. Now, it's good to review the questions to see what you got correct and what you didn't get correct, okay? Really good to review that, because when you get your post-test, the questions are very similar to your pre-test, okay? Unless you're doing a trickier level, the pre-test and the post-test are very similar to each other, okay? And it's really worth noting to have a look at a question, and if there's a question that you see that's incorrect, let's say Billy Bob's Z14s. In this case, what is the number of possible outcomes for the spinner? And he put 6, but the actual correct answer is 4. This is something that I might think, if I was a student, I actually might write this down. I'll write this down into my maths book, and then come post-test, if I get a question that looks similar to this, I can use what I've written down as a reference, so I can say, oh wait, I remember writing this down, seeing this question, I'm actually gonna check this out. That's what it means. And I've got that guide or that help there, okay? There's no point doing a post-test if you've got no resources readily available for you, if you're allowed to use resources. We've come a long way. Back in the day, we weren't allowed to use books for our tests. We were only allowed to put all of our notes onto one sheet called a cheat sheet. It's not like that anymore, especially for maths. We don't do that anymore. We're allowed to use one whole book with as many resources as we like. We can put anything within them. So it's in your best interest to put any type of questions that you feel like as though might help you down. And that's not just limited to questions as well. That can also be done via the skills, the little Learn Me tab. So when you go back into here, when you go into My Numeracy, and you check out the different skills you have to do. Obviously, Billy Bob Thornton hasn't been doing his skills because he's just a test dummy student. But on the side here, I have made a video about this, how to access this. But on the side here where it says Learn, when you click on that, it will give you a little snapshot of how to approach this specific question, okay? If you find that this information is readily not readily available, but is really helpful for you, and you want to make it readily available for you, it's suggested that you write this down, okay? If you want a bit of a guide, my suggestion is this. any question that you got from your worksheet down, check the Learn Me tab, okay? If you got one question wrong and then you got the next question right, regardless if that's the case, you write this little Learn Me tab down, okay? You write it into your book so you have it there. Now, you don't have to just write it. If you have a printer at home, you can take a snapshot of that, maybe copy and paste that onto Microsoft Word or whatever program you use and print it out, cut it out, and then stick it into your book. You're more than welcome to do that as well, okay? As long as you have that resource there to help you or guide you for your post-test, you're more than welcome, okay? We want to make sure that you are utilizing the fact that you can use a resource book to help you out for your post-test, okay? Because we want to make sure, especially me as a teacher, I want to make sure that you get the highest mark possible and you make the biggest leap possible from your pre-test to your post-test. Because it's not just year 7 that you're allowed to take a book. It goes all the way to year 10, year 11, and year 12. Even the exams that you do, that you sit within the big hall, you're allowed to bring one resource book, okay? So it's good to get into that practice now, making sure that you have a resource readily available. So flick through all the different questions that you have here, making sure that if there's a certain question that you don't understand and you got incorrect, you use that Learn Me tab to get that information. Now, sometimes the Learn Me tab does have the same information because that content is dedicated to a set of questions, but then this changes as you continue along the worksheet, okay? And that concludes this video. I hope that you guys crush it when it comes to your post-test score. Now, for dates, the post-test score, I'm gonna have it written across here when I edit this video. But your post-test score, I'm recording this on the 19th right now. It's gone frozen. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so I'm recording this on the 19th. Your post-test will be unlocked on the 27th. It'll be unlocked on the 22nd of May. Okay, so that's Friday, the 22nd of May. It will be unlocked during our math session, okay? Now remember, for your post-test, you have the whole day to complete it, okay? So you can take your time. You have the whole day to complete it. So any questions that you get stuck on, maybe just take a bit of a break, a bit of a breather, come back to it and approach it, okay? I'll be making sure that the tests are all done at the end of the school day, okay? Any person that hasn't started their post-test, you'll be receiving a notification from me on Microsoft Teams or via email, and also your parents will be receiving an email as well. Okay, so make sure that you are approaching that test. Now, for whatever reason, if there's some technological difficulties, even I sometimes slip up and I forget to unlock that test. Please tell me if that's the case, or tell me or inform me if there's anything preventing you from doing that test, okay? We can have a little chat about why that's the case and see if we can work around it. But for now, this Friday, 22nd of May, is when the tests will be unlocked for the chance topic in the statistics strand. This is me signing out. Congratulations to those people that I gave a shout out to. I'll be doing another shout out video like this again for this topic. All the best. Be kind, guys. We're nearly there out of this remote learning, so you're doing really well. I can understand it's a bit of a strain for you guys coming into your new high school or secondary school experience, having to do remote learning. It's a bit of a strain on me as well. There's a lot of work that I have to do on my side, and especially having another teacher in the household, which is my wife, and a 2-year-old son, and a puppy as well. Pretty chaotic, okay? So we all have our challenges, but it's good to see you guys prevailing, and it's good to see you guys doing really well on your topic, okay? So keep it up. Your work has not been unnoticed. I do take notice of what people are doing and who's making good progress. So keep it up, guys. And hopefully I'll see you guys within school soon. This is Mr. Herman signing out. It looked better in my head. I still want to have to click pause. Bye, guys.